With James Gunn and Peter Safran taking over as leads of the DC studios. Today we're going to talk about 4 things that they can learn from how the DCEU was previously managed while building their own shared universe, which is now going to be called DCU apparently, removing the E because the issue was with the E. If you do find this topic intriguing, be sure to hit that like button and let's get on with this video. Accelerating your shared universe too quickly. It was only after 2013's Man of Steel that WB really started to focus on building their own shared universe. Now, it was obvious that WB wanted a shared universe that could compete with the likes of the MCU. In order to get there, WB really wanted to accelerate their shared universe, and the result of this can be seen in the second installment of the DCEU, which is Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice. Now, Batman vs. Superman was not only tasked with the job of continuing Man of Steel's story, it also had them reintroducing Batman, showing the conflict between Batman and Superman, introducing villains like Lex Luthor, and also giving a tease of various other DC characters in this world. And honestly, this was a tall order. It also didn't help that WB, the producers, basically cut 30 minutes out of Zack Snyder's final cut of Batman vs. Superman. It was almost like DC was putting all their eggs in one basket while creating this shared universe, and put a lot of pressure in the critical and commercial success of Batman vs. Superman. While I understand that characters interacting with each other and teaming up, like in the Justice League, is what the audiences are here for, it's okay to take your time to build towards that. It's okay for characters to develop during the course of the movies while we get the team up. Now, I'm not saying to have 6 solo movies like what the MCU did, but give your filmmakers and the story the necessary time so that the universe can be organically built rather than just rushing towards creating a team up. Having a consistent vision. Now, this is probably one of the most important points out of all the 4 points I have here. And that is having a consistent vision for what you want the movies to be in your shared universe. Now, previously in the DCEU, Zack Snyder was heading it, and he made the movies according to his vision. He even teamed up with all the filmmakers to build this cohesive universe. However, the studio had other ideas. They were being very reactionary in terms of what they wanted, constantly chopping the movies in the editing room, having the directors not even be part of the editing process, which caused the movies to be very uneven and, to be honest, very unmemorable. But what I'm trying to say is it's very important to have a consistent vision for your universe, and you bring in filmmakers who agree with that vision so that we can see those movies in the big screen. I don't want us to petition to see the real version of these movies. I'm hoping that going forward, the director cuts of these movies are the ones we see in theaters. Like, there's no other cut. The one that's released, that is the director's cut. That's it. Also, as a side point, really hope that going forward, it treats its cast and crew with respect. We know all the issues that happened beforehand. We can see what all happened in the shooting, in the behind the scenes of Justice League. I'm hoping we don't get another issue like that. Hoping that the cast, the crew, everyone is treated with utmost respect. And also, do release the AR cut. And bring Ray Fisher back. Come on, he was a great cyber. Being too reactionary. Now, like I previously mentioned, the previously managed DCU was very reactionary in terms of the feedback they got. Now, we live in this social media age where we get reviews from virtually everyone. But I think it's very important to pick the most constructive criticism and put that into movies. I'm not saying that they should not take any feedback. You got to take notes from your audience's reactions, but that does not mean just blindly taking whatever reactions that come your way. An example of this is some people said that BVS was too dark, and they were like, oh, let's brighten up Justice League up. Let's put that weird red filter towards the entire battle. No, that's the last of its issues. Like, BVS is a gorgeous film to look at. I don't think being too dark visually is the problem in that movie. Now, other people are saying that, oh, BVS doesn't have much humor. So the reaction of the studio was, let's put some jokes into Justice League. And we ended up with this.
Brunch. Like, what is brunch? You wait in line for an hour for essentially lunch.
All I'm saying is, as I said before, constructive feedback is important. You got to take notes from your audience, but don't just blindly start putting in all types of feedback into your movies. Focusing on your flagship characters. You know the logo that you see before every DC movie starts, except Shazam, which weirdly didn't have the DC logo. But you know, it's a logo that shows all the characters in the forefront, all the characters that you want to see. Like you have Superman, you have Batman, you have Wonder Woman, you have Aquaman. And honestly, that's what I want to see in the actual movies. I want to see these front runners of the DC universe, the main characters in this universe, be brought into the movies. I don't want them to be sidelined. I want to see Superman interact with Batman. I want to see the Flash. I want Amy Adams. Okay, got a little bit sidetracked, but don't you dare recast Amy Adams. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, like putting that aside, I want to see these frontrunners brought on the big screen, and I hope that's what James Gunn delivers with his DCU. And that's it for the video, guys. If you do enjoy this video, be sure to hit that like button. We have loads of videos in this channel. Do consider subscribing to the channel. And that's it, guys. Do have a great day. Keep geeking out.